All right.
Okay.
Namaskaram, Manish. Once again, it's an our opportunity
Namaskaram. Thank you.
to be able to connect with you. It's always pleasure and new learning, right? When we connect, we share our thoughts, and yeah, I'm really excited about today's talk. And as you know,
Yeah.
today's talk is about, again, it's something a little bit different, which is concerning for most of us living in the Indian society. Then, me being a common citizen of India like you, we had a talk, and then we thought, okay, let's have a podcast on this. So as we were already talking, off the show, that you also came across such things, because yesterday I received a text message from, along with some, pamphlets, and it came from a student, which was really concerning. And then I was like, there, if they are being able to, subjugated in their colleges, in their universities. So I'm just thinking about the other common people, those who are even not, from the educational background. They even don't know there could be a such thing, such kind of propaganda is happening. I mean, I was just concerned about
Right.
them. So
Yeah.
yeah, let's talk about this. This is, let's be on straight, I mean, no mumbo jumbo, and directly let's talk the facts. So what exactly, in your opinion, is the main reason that there are there are non-Hindu organizations, primarily Islamic and Christian missionaries? They are working. Of course, they are not working from now. It's been ages they have been. When Vasco da Gama came in, the conversion started. When British came, they established the Christian missionaries. They gave the permission. We do all know those things. But why even now? The way things are going on, why even now? So, what could be the main reason they're targeting the specific, the sects of people? I would say the communities, the Hindu communities, those who are living in rural India. Primarily, I don't call them tribal or Adivasis. This is not the term we should be using, but they are. I would say they are not economically stronger.
They are indigenous people.
Indigenous people, yeah, exactly, perfect, right term. So why they are being targeted as, like, as a Hindu, those who are being getting converted into Islam or Christianity?
The concern is really, it's a most important thing right now we have to look on, because this has penetrated very deeply, and now it is happening on a mass scale. So first of all, I would start by apologizing. Actually, we should be apologetic. We should say sorry to those people who belong to this culture, who belong to the Sanatan way of living, due to the caste system that was created. At the time of separation, the caste system was created, and those people who were priests, ruling elites, and landlords, it treated the other group in such a way that they found it very vulnerable. The Adivasis, the backward castes, and these people were oppressed very much. They were not included by them ourselves in their own culture, in our own temples. They were not allowed to enter. Now, in this case, what will one will think? My own home has discarded me, has discriminated against me. They were in dire need of money, respect in society, security, social security. All these things were taken away from them, and they were treated like, even worse than animals, they were treated like. So, in that case, what one will try to do? They will try to move towards some secure place, in a place where they will be accepted. They can get their survival needs, right?
Yeah.
Because their survival was in question. So few organizations, communities, they saw this as an opportunity to convert, to increase their own group, isn't it? I will straightly, I see, I want to just mention it clear cut, because I don't want to hide, or I am not, no one.
Yeah, facts needs to be, this is the whole idea. Yeah, this is
Yes,
the whole idea.
this is my view. See, I will not say that Muslims are, they are bad, they have all the bad intentions in their mind. That's not truth. All the Christian people, they have bad intentions in their mind. That's not the truth. But there is a system which is working to convert. The term for conversation is this proselytism, to convert. So now it's just like the whole scenario looks just like a mouse throwing a cheese in front of a mouse and trapping the mouse itself. This
Exactly.
is happening in conversion.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, now you say why it happens, why it happens. Definitely because of lack of basic necessities, lack of basic things such
Right.
as food, clothes, education of their children, a shelter on their head. These things are needed. But the caste system is such that some people has enjoyed all the cream,
Privileges. Privileges.
all the privileges, and the rest have been left like that. First of all, we need to understand why it is easy to actually convert them, because they are being provided those things which they need, and there is an anger in them that it has not been provided by their own community. They have left them, they have discriminated against them. All the Dalits, Dom, Chamar, all these people, all
Right.
these people had some function in the society. Without them, maybe many things will not work, but they were discriminated.
Right.
So many Dalit and indigenous people who were left back in the society, being in certain community, they started, they did not started to look. People saw the opportunity and they approached them. You become a Christian, or you accept Christianity, you accept whatever religion there is, you accept. I will give you food, I will give you shelter, I will give you everything, I'll give you respect, I will give you equality amongst other people. So people saw this. This is a very good opportunity, because starting from the childhood, the child is not very much taught, or they have not been exposed much to what Sanatan is, what our way of living is. Sanatan is not a dharma as such. It's not a religion. It's not an organized religion. It is a way of living. Sanatana. Hindu again, Hindu being a religion or a community, Hindu is also a geographical community, isn't it?
Right.
But just believing in one God, the one God thing, what
Concept.
we said, एक ईश्वरता जो है,
Mm.
that ideology कि एक ही ईश्वर है और वो या तो अल्लाह है या तो वो जीसस क्राइस्ट सन ऑफ
Yeah.
गॉड है, और कोई
Yeah.
दूसरा कुछ नहीं है, आपको इन्हीं को पूजना है.
That is the problem. That
There is the problem, and that kind of, they will say it's the propagation of their religion. What's bad in propagating our own religion? But there is a very big difference in propagation and conversion. We
you
need to
can preach.
understand this.
You can preach whatever
Yes.
the good things you believe about your religion. There is no problem. Rightly you said, but we should not be imposing. We should not be, taking advantage of somebody's else's situation and putting them in a situation like trapping a rat, and then you're converting them in the name of giving these all these services like health services, education, free education, food, shelter, clothing, all these things. Basically you have the data, the things where the vulnerable communities are, and you're going after them, you're targeting them, and then you're putting the, hey, what have you got from your own community? You are just left out, right? You have been departed, and now
Right.
now here we are. Your child will get free education, you will get a job, and then you will get the respect, and of course medical, healthcare, all these basic necessities will be provided. But you just need to get one thing, you just need to get converted. So, like you said, if I can place myself on their shoes, the people, those who are living in very extreme below poverty level and very extreme conditions where basic necessities is not available, roads are not there, electricity is not there. I mean, living in the jungle, mountains is not a fun, right? And then they get manipulated and they get converted. I get it, and I think rightly you said there is a failure of us being as a Sanatani communities. We are, I mean, it's a huge sects, right? And then you don't know how many other groups are there, and then you can't even target. India being as a 1.45 billion, is hard to target every Sanatani, every Hindus where they are. And but right now, I think there is a consciousness is coming in the society. There are many organizations, they are coming in and they felt it like us. Of course they have been working on it on the ground for a longer time, and they are targeting those things, right? Many
Right.
great people I came to know like while doing all this research. And yeah, I mean, we know the problem. Now, my concern is how we, as a responsible, a responsible person of this society, of this culture, how we can take the next step. And of course, we are spreading the awareness through this. And what could be done on the ground, and if something is happening in our surroundings, and or could be like in our context, how that thing can be, you know I mean, how we can avoid this. And if somebody is the victim, where they should reach out. That's the next question.
Very true, very truthful. I'm very pleased actually to see the initiative that you take, the steps that you take, the concern you have. If all of us have the concern like you have, things are not very far actually. This is what we need to become aware of ourselves, not just our daily routine is mostly dedicated to ourselves only. I get, what I make, what I eat, what
True.
I do, what I want to do, what there is too much I. When there is too much I, sooner that I will be taken by some other person who is working for we, who is increasing their own communities. See, I
True.
will tell there once we check on internet, there the entire thing is already there. The point is, what do we actually want to see on internet? What do you want to read about on internet? The data is freely, openly available on one click. I'll tell you just one data. In 2011, in Punjab, there were 1.2% of Christian people. And just in 11 years, in 2022, that 1.2% grew to 50.
That's massive. Such kind of conversion, such kind of Christian population growth is not happening from where Christianity came in so-called for Western countries. Their growth is, I mean, I think it's below 2%. 1.9% is the global growth rate. In India itself is almost double, 3.9. So in India, people
Right.
are getting converted into Christianity in twice the speed the people actually following Christianity in the foreign. So what I was saying is the example you gave about the Punjab is this is true. In fact, Asia's largest church is being now built in Jalandhar, where we lived once upon a time, right? The
Yeah.
25 acres. Can you imagine 25 acres, the radius, and the church is Asia's largest Christian church in Punjab. So you have to understand this: the Christianity, the 15% you talked about. This is not organic. This is not like people became so love with Jesus and they're being getting converted. No, they're really being getting converted, and monies are coming from overseas, primarily the Khalistanis. They're funding it because
They are promising miracles that
Hmm.
if you come to us, I will cure all your diseases. I
Diseases.
can even cure cancer. We can raise the dead also.
Hmm.
They are promising this. But many reports, many books are telling 4-year-old child died of cancer,
Hmm.
even coming to them. So this is not truth. This is bullshit.
This is bullshit. Yeah, utter
Raising the
nonsense.
dead. Yeah. So all kind of things are done. In fact, I'll tell you one thing. See, if you want or if you don't want, if you belong to Sanatan way of living, why I'm saying way of living? Because this is the way in which the human consciousness can grow to its highest.
Right.
This
Right.
is the way in which you can touch your divinity naturally in your day-to-day work. Not only
Activity.
you have to read any book and constantly follow that book. That's not the way. Even if how you drink water, how you stand, how you sit, how you walk, how you talk, each and everything is designed in such a way, is mentioned in such a way in different scriptures, in Vedas and in Upanishads. Even if we just bring a little percent of that in our life, we become more conscious with it. So that's a different matter. I don't want to propagate Sanatan right now by telling that that's not
I
the
think
way.
I think we have to do it. This is the time, I guess, because see
Yeah, this is
the
the
thing
time.
the thing is many
Hmm.
people went outside of India, right? Many great beings, with all due respect, like Prabhu Pradaji, he went to England and US. Actually, the Sanatana Hinduism is like his lot of his contribution, I would say, in the West. Beatles came in,
Yes.
and George Harrison, John Lennon, the story. And then thing is, it's gonna
Yeah.
happen. It's gonna happen. Now the thing is, like you said rightly, in Sanatana Dharma, we don't follow a prescription. That if you have to follow it, you need to get converted, you need to change your name, you need to do all this BS, which is there in other religion. So they said, even you are a James, you can still do yoga, you can still do the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, and you can still be in your Christianity. You don't have to get
See,
converted into Hindu.
I will give you one example of what Sanatan can be. I'll show you right now. I'm sitting in front of me. There are three things, and three things belong to three different kind of organizations. First of all,
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
this Bhagavad Gita with me. One thing, ISKCON. It belong. ISKCON spreads this.
Hmm.
Another, I have Mystic Musings,
Hmm.
Sadhguru,
Hmm.
Isha Foundation. Then I have this calendar of Brahma Kumaris.
Brahma Kumari.
So I am free to do whatever I want to do to grow spiritually, to increase my consciousness, to be more still, to have a good life. Suppose if I just impose one book on you and say you have to believe it, this is all it is, you will not live a very peaceful life.
And
You
on
will
top of
feel like
that,
a prisoner.
on top of that, you are not allowed to ask questions. You're not allowed
Yeah,
questions.
ask questions.
If you ask
Right.
questions, if you ask questions, you will be then you will be left out, and you can't go outside. Here is the irony. If you want to leave such
Yeah.
religions, then either you have to vacate this life, or the other you have to be live like undercover. So here is the irony.
Right.
These are the not these are the things you will not find in Sanatanas. So here's the
To the
thing.
point, please continue.
Yeah, so I was thinking, what can we give the message and what can we do in order to stop this? Because it's
Yes.
happening now, everybody knows it, and how can we stop it?
Now, see, before that, I'll tell you one more thing, one interesting thing.
Hmm.
See, those who are trying to convert are well aware that these people are not going to be converted so easily because their culture is deeply rooted in them. Even if somebody has not ever worshipped or do any sadhana or anything, even then there is at least one deity, one aspect of divine. Maybe it's Hanuman, maybe it's Durga or Kali. Something it has touched them. It has touched them.
Yes.
Or when they are in deep disdain, they have said, Hey Bhagavan, Hey Paramatma. Somehow they have remembered them. So that culture is deeply rooted in their bloods and bones. It is not easy to actually convert people. To do that, what the foreign funds and the foreign missionary groups, communities are doing, they are placing Ganesha's statue in Mother Mary's hand. They are placing Krishna in Mother Mary's hand so that people understand, oh, this is
They are
the same
same.
thing.
They
There
are
is
the same.
love in it. It's okay, okay. Krishna and Ganesha तो है ना कम से कम वहां पर. Let me follow this and I will get
Some other
some food
benefits.
and my children will study in missionary convent school. My life is all set. But this is again the same thing. I gave you the piece of cheese and I trapped the whole mouth. I uprooted you from your cultural identity. I uprooted your identity. Now I will use you for my own benefit to increase my number. Once my number is increased, what will I do? That even you do not know.
Exactly. That's
In the southern states, in the northeastern states, you are seeing what is happening. Temples are being crushed by machines. Live lingas, live Shivalingas, which transmit energy to the people, they are being crushed by bulldozers and broken. Hindu temples are just broken. They are in such a situation that your soul will cry.
yeah,
It
in
is in
Kerala.
that condition.
CPIM government
Yeah,
says Hindu temples are public property. So, like church and mosques are not, they are private properties, but Hindu temples are public. The public means government, they can do anything. They are crushing those temples.
They are not maintaining the temple in the way it should be maintained. They are taking all the money of it and using in different things. They are using the money of temples in building mosques and churches, but they are not taking care of the temple itself. They are just, we worked on Save Tamil Nadu Temples movement. I
Yeah.
was there actively in Save Tamil Nadu Temples. During that time in Uttarakhand, the temples, 55 temples were transferred to the devotees from the clutches of government.
Mm.
Government need to move their hand from the temples. Temples belong to the devotees. Now, once temples are active, all the temples are active, pujas are happening, bhajan, kirtans, and all the activities happening actively
Mm.
there, then you see it will spread. It will spread not as a mental or some, what do you say it, vested interest. It will not spread as vested interest. It will spread as energy form,
True.
as a wave, as a vibe, as an energy, emotion. It will settle in the lives of people.
True.
Parents need to take care that their children are rooted in their
Culture.
culture. They understand what is Sanatan.
True.
This happened in one hostel. I got to know about this, that there was one Kerala girl. That girl was never introduced to what is God, Sanatan Dharma, who is which deity, and all these things. They don't know pujas, they don't know anything. They were living in a hostel, and there one Muslim girl was there. In Islam, what we have, even how small the child is, they will go for namaz, they will learn waju, they will learn everything, how to do all these things. So they know their religion right from when they are born. But in this is not case in
Sanatanas.
Hindus, Sanatanas. This is not the case. So now that girl started telling about Quran. What is Quran? What is Islam? What is this? What is Pak? What is Napak? Who is Kafir? Who is this? That. She told like everything. In a way, she brainwashed that Hindu girl. Now, when she comes home, she do 5 times namaz, and she's calling everyone in their home, you all are kafirs. And she is converted just by ideology. There are different means to convert. One, सबसे, if I talk, reproduce more child. They are reproducing more child like a machine throws something. They are reproducing like that. Okay. The other thing is they are doing more than one shadi.
Yeah.
They are doing many marriages, multiple children, multiple marriages.
Yeah. Polygamy
They
is there.
are providing, yeah, polygon. They are providing shelter, food, brainwashing people. Love jihad is happening. Sex and money. These two things are used. Love jihad, trapping a girl in love,
Mhm.
making her, impregnating her,
Right,
and
right, right.
money definitely. These
Mm.
things are spread. Now, being aware is one thing, but speaking about is one of the most thing, because this needs to go into minds of people, because conversion doesn't happen on land somewhere. Just it happens inside. If we come up, if we speak about things, if we make contents like that, share contents like that, to understand our own culture,
Right.
to understand our own culture, and how not to fall in trap of such things. Like you did today, you share a story, please be aware these kind of things. Now, if 100 people might have seen that, they
Right.
will understand.
Yeah.
If
Many
they
of
have
many of them
shared,
they reached out, many of they like, many of they shared their own things. So yeah, I thought there is a need of, I feel good. I think there is a need in the society. We can come and we can raise the voice, we can spread the consciousness. Yeah, just to add on to your solution, you said, I mean, there are again for the viewers, those who do not know, there are many organizations, Hindu organizations, they are working on the ground for past 8-10 years. There is a one organization is named Dharmansh. Dharmansh means from your own dharam, you are giving some ansh of your income, the money you are making at the end of the month or that and the end of the year. So you're giving some portion of it. I mean, it's up to you. So Dharmansh is an organization working primarily in Rajasthan and other areas to bringing in the basically Hindus, Sikhs, uh, like from Pakistan and Afghanistan. They are bringing them in. They are giving them shelters legally. They are bringing them in with the help of government of India. So for one person to bring in, it's costing around 12,000 rupees, the legal fees, right? There is like, if you want to contribute, being a Sanatani, being a Hindus, you can do the research and everything is available in the Google. They have a website. Dharmansh is an organization. You can go, you can contribute every single month whatever you want, and they are doing a phenomenal job. Founder of the organization, doctor, he's a doctor, and Omarendo, and he has been doing a phenomenal job. He is running his dispensary and he's a ENT specialist, and he's doing this. Of course, he's doing a small individual level. So I think every single time he mentioned this, we can, Sanatan Dharma, we can economically, if we can get stronger, then he said the things that happen in the conversion and all the things, we can mitigate all these challenges within a decade. The thing is, like you said, we do not have the money. We know the problem and we know where it's getting impacted, but we cannot go and reach there. We cannot send the money to the rural areas because we are lacking money, right? Because our temples are not in function. They are under control of the government. Second thing, the second organization, I would say, the Jaipur Dialogues, they are doing a phenomenal job. Kudos to Dr. Sanjay Dikshit. He is the ex IAS bureaucrats and he has been doing phenomenal job. Recently, the Jaipur Dialogue Summit was happening. I think it's third or fourth time. Many people are coming. Many nationalists, Jo Rashtravad hai, people are coming from even abroad. Many people are joining in and it's a huge movement. So I would say they have also website, though people those who do not know, they can get in touch with them. And there are also other organizations like RSS is doing in very rudimentary level. So it's all about spreading the consciousness. And I am 100% sure you will find in your every single block in your building one RSS karyakarta. If we just take it for granted. I mean, if we want, I mean, this could be an understatement. If RSS want, they can do a Gazbai,
Hmm.
Gazbai, what do you call?
I am not
Gazbai, Gazbai,
acquainted with
Gazbai Bhagwa. We can do it tomorrow. We take it
Gazwa Bhagwan.
Bhagwa. We take it for granted because every single blog there are RSS Karyakartas. Everyone is not wearing Bhagwas. Different level of karyakartas are there. So many people are joining in mass. What happened in Haryana and Maharashtra this time happened? All the magic of RSS, which BJP forgot for some time. Now they are getting in track. Anyways, cut the long story short, I mean, there are many resources. I think all we need to reach out to them and to, like, people like me and you, we can come and can again talk on this and spreading this awareness. So next time we will have the talk on this. I think many people, those who are listening, they should go and join, do at least contribute maybe 100 rupees or maybe a 10 rupees you can donate to the dharmansh. At least this much we can do. We spend money on so much unnecessary things. I mean, if we do such things for as a great cause, I think we should do it just to strengthen our community, strengthen our organizations, so that we can save a lot of people not to get into such traps, right? Because of few
Right,
financial aid, they get into the trap. So yeah,
right.
this was the whole idea of today's conversation. Although we are lacking in time, but I think next time we will be able to connect. And
Definitely. We have a lot to talk about it.
lot to
We will
talk.
connect again.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
see how it goes, and then those who are listening, please do your part and take in to the Dharmansh Foundation and contribute.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
All right, Manish, it was nice talking to you. We'll connect
Yeah.
soon, and we'll
Thank you.
expand on this. Namaskaram.
Namaskaram.